And now let's switch over for a look at the arts and culture scene. And for that, our Yim Yoonhee joins us live in the studio. And today, she brings us some information on an exhibition that might frighten some viewers, so beware. Good afternoon to you, Yoonhee.
Good afternoon.
So tell us more about these passionate yet somewhat frightening pieces of artworks.
Right, so these are all done by artist Lim Seung-chun. Now he has a solo exhibition open here in the city, but you know, artists really use their artwork to express themselves, but they also use it to send a message. And I think this artist has quite a bit to say. Take a look.
Silently, eerily these figures stand. This girl with a story to tell by her ragged clothing and blood dripping from her hand. But it's in her almost teary eyes and bitten lip that speak the hidden truth. The eyes are the gateway to the soul, but sometimes they can even betray the face. And what looks like a smile is just covering up true sorrow. It's a sea of two-faced souls. And it's in this sea that artist Lim Seung-chun hides a message for his audience.
I like to comment on society through my artwork. My thoughts are combined with the lives of the people around us. I try to tell the story of these people through my works. When others see them, they can understand my message or even create their own.
In 2013, Im won the Seongguk Art Museum's Tomorrow's Artists competition, where he was recognized for his powerful works of art. He was awarded a solo exhibition by the museum, where he can feature his new 4-part exhibition called Omnibus. The exhibition includes various artworks that comment on the problems of modern society, including pieces that illustrate the dangers of today's social media, seen in his nocebo section. Nocebo represents the opposite of the placebo effect, and is something that Im feels illustrates today's social media culture, and how words spoken on the internet can damage the reality for many lives.
She looks like she's crying, but she's actually not, so it's a very awkward motion. Her hand covers her mouth because she says something that caused the other person to react and grow. Now he's scared of her words as he peeks through one eye.
Each creation of Im's has a strong message for his audience. They carry the themes of individuals trapped in a mechanistic society, in a lonely and harsh world.
Wow, very powerful art pieces there, and somewhat frightening. But you know, more than that, I think it really relays or conveys a strong message. So the frightening part isn't as prominent like amongst us.
Exactly. So actually, you know, being at the actual museum, the exhibition, is a little bit different. So when I was there, first of all, it's really quiet. It's a rather small museum and it's very quiet, and that really adds to the impact of all his works. And also a lot of his works, you know, like the two-face you saw in the report, you could almost hear the different figures, you know, the faces talking. And so although it's silent, you know, the angry face, you can almost hear it screaming. This happy face, you can almost hear it, you know, laughing. So it's a little bit creepy, but, you know, he also said all of his stories, where I noticed a lot of his works, they also have storylines with them, which was really interesting.
Right, like the Nocebo series, right? What I noticed, it almost seems like the two characters, they have a conversation or a dialogue,
right,
a story between them.
So there is a story between the two. With most of his works, he does create a story. Now, this artist is very creative, like, you know, artists have to be. But it was interesting reading the story and then looking at his work. It kind of adds a different depth to each piece, and you kind of get a background information. But at the same time, the artist also told me that he wants people, the viewers and the audience, to create their own story by looking at his work.
Right. But also I hear that this museum, Seongguk Art Museum, is known for displaying more abstract art pieces, right?
Right. So this museum really likes to encourage abstract artists, and so a lot of their works, their exhibitions do feature abstract artists. But with this particular one, I felt myself very self-conscious while walking through the exhibition, which I think exactly what the artist wanted to do with his work. You know, he wanted to express inspire people to reflect upon themselves and upon society. And he really had a lot to say through his work.
You know, on the surface, I think, you know, on a lighter note, you can kind of say it's spooky and just write for tomorrow, Friday the 13th.
Right.
But I think it really conveys a stronger message inside, within, in depth about the problems in our society. So I think this is a very interesting artwork or art pieces to check out. All right, Yoonhee, thank you so much for that, and we will see you next week.
I will see you next week.